Thank you so much. My name is Samantha Gibson. I wrote stuff to keep me in order, but I think I'm hearing a lot of moving parts here, so I'm going to jump back and forth a little bit. But Arizona Family Court case knows me, the last four digits of my case, 5414. I'm a mother of 5 children, 24, 23, 21, 10, and 7. My older 3 kids are from my first marriage to my high school sweetheart, Michael, who is in his final phase of terminal cancer, so I will be the last surviving parent for them. I have 2 younger kids that are 10 and 7 from my ex-husband, and who I've been divorced a little over 3 years now and have been in and out of the Arizona family court system, dealing with some challenges, what the court defines to be quote-unquote high conflict parenting, and yet we can't seem to find some resolve. I'm here today, and I want it on record that I fear his retaliation, and I understand speaking today increases my risk of losing my boys. But I know that if I do this, it helps everybody here. I'm a victim of domestic violence by Arizona statute, and yet I can't seem to get any reprieve. I want to thank you guys. I didn't come in April, I came last month, and I'm here today. And I'll be at the next one, and anything else you guys do, because you're giving me hope that somebody sees us. My son Baker is 10. He asks me all the time to help him, make sure that I can get him his counselor back. It's been 2.5 years that I've been trying to fight to get them access to counseling. My 7-year-old has manic episodes. He bites the skin on his fingers, holes in his shirt, has massive temper tantrums. My son Baker has anger issues and he doesn't understand where they're from. They are scared because they're told that mom is going to take me away from dad, and just the ongoing conflict of conflict. Some of the words that the family court has allowed inside the courtroom and through court documents to be used to describe me: a perjurer, a fraud, a criminal, an alienator. My ex-husband has called me an effing idiot, incompetent, a greedy little pig, an extortionist, and diabolical. I have been threatened numerous times that I'm going to burn in flames if I don't back down. His lawyer even told me that if I didn't, they were going to take me for absolutely everything I have and not leave a penny to my name. I'm not allowed to tell the court that I was diagnosed with complex PTSD because that also means I could lose my kids. I'm also told that I can't tell the courts in my child support paperwork, because I pay child support even though we're 50-50 with joint legal decision making, that it cost about $600 a month out of pocket for me just to stay functioning, working my job. I'm not allowed to say that, because if I do, then it also shows that I'm not making enough money to make ends meet. So instead, I pay child support, 60% of unpaids. Somewhere, the court system thinks that we're supposed to be thriving co-parents. Somehow we're supposed to stay healthy and we're supposed to stay strong. I don't understand, when we're having to face all of these challenges, how that's possible. The last 3 years, I will say, has gifted me a lot of things. It's allowed me to learn how to be the therapist and counselor for my boys, because I want them to know they have a safe place. I've learned how to become an IP address forensic scientist, learning what splitting emails are, even showing that emails are getting written through our family wizard out of state with not a single consequence by a third party that under oath at trial he stated he had authorized to do. I've become a SoberLink forensic question asker. Did you know that SoberLink, the program our family court system uses, and that recommends to be the source of the end-all be-all for determining if somebody has an alcoholic problem or not? They believe, because it's their philosophy as a company, that they do not want to pressure the alcoholic. That's not their job. So if a court does not specify the actual windows of times necessary, if that alcoholic chooses not to take the test during that time, it's okay, because that would be putting too much pressure on the alcoholic. They don't want that. Yes, I'm going to leave that right there for now. I'm also trauma informed. I went through a designation course because I was sick and tired of the court telling me after 3.5 years that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm still told that that has no weight. I tell you what, I'm a mom, 5 kids, I have a GED, pay child support. I'm going to law school now because I want to make a difference. I'm also a licensed real estate agent, and I can tell you that the Arizona Department of Real Estate, we are all about transparency. We have to have continuing education to hold ourselves accountable. If there's a complaint, you're allowed to file that. I don't understand why our court system does not have the same things in place. My case over the last 3 years, not including my divorce, has cost me $105,000. When you add my divorce, it's $130 to $150. When you add the rulings, because that did not get me an attorney at trial, I actually still had to be pro se. I couldn't afford it anymore. I sold my house. I'm losing my house now. I've lost my dignity. But I keep going because I'm a mom and I'm supposed to protect my boys. And I promised them I would get them counseling and some reprieve. But when you take the ruling of what the judge did in my case at trial, I went in for enforcement of my decree and enforcement of a parenting plan, and I walked out with a modification. My understanding, that's illegal. I went to one of the top appellant law firms, charged me $600 for 45 minutes of their time in order for them to get their hands wrapped around my case because there's so much involved. They estimated it was going to cost just shy of $100,000 for that, and that trial would run another $100 to $120. They told me that the ruling, the modification that the judge did, even though it's an extra $76,000 worth of liability that she places on me now, still is offset. It's cheaper than going to trial. I don't understand how this is sustainable. I have 11 more years to go with this, and I want to talk about mental health. I don't want to unalive myself, but you get to a point where you start weighing how much more can you take. I stay for my kids, stay for my older ones because they'll be left without a dad, and I don't want them left without a mom. I'm trying to advocate through my fear, but I think it is so important. We need to start really educating the people that are sitting on these benches. We need, I believe, a red, yellow, green light system. There's mental health resources in place that talk about suicide, etc. There's a red, like, traffic light. Why don't we have that in the courts? It's patterned behaviors. You know, we talk about abuse. There is patterned behavior. There's certain words that are used. We need accountability. You know, it's like you go in for an oil change and they give you, instead of your car back, they give you a set of roller skates and tell you, all right, now go roller skate your way to Queen Creek.
I need to have you wrap it up, ma'am.
So I just want to leave it with this. As victims, we don't want to be one. We don't want our kids to be either. We're here protecting our children. They're going to have all kinds of issues growing up. I think it's important. Victims are seen as guilty until proven innocent, and then we have to start advocating for our children. But the abusers are seen innocent until proven guilty. I don't understand this. We're supposed to show up to be strong, but we don't overtalk. We're not supposed to undertalk. We're not supposed to look like a victim. We're not supposed to look like a thriver. We're not supposed to cry. We're not supposed to diagnose. We're not supposed to do anything. So what you see is a groomed version of ourselves versus allowing us to be seen and heard for exactly what we are, advocates, advocating for our children to thrive and be the best co-parent we can. We have rights, and we, along with our children, deserve a quality of life. We deserve to feel safe, heard, seen, and understood. We deserve our abuse to have a place. It's called Not on My Watch, Arizona. If we have statutes for coercive control, post-separation abuse, domestic violence, legal abuse, why are we not using it? We have to keep recreating cases because it's all quiet. No one talks about it. We can't pull up records of using past case law. So it's as if we're trying to win our very first case in the history of the United States over and over again. So thank you again for giving us the opportunity to speak today. And thank you, and please remember my son Baker and Witten.
Thank you for your courage, ma'am. And the judge that is in charge of your case right now?
I don't have one now. It was Patricia Starr is the one that did the ruling. My understanding is she was removed or something took place.
Okay. Representative Keschel.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to thank you for coming, and I just want to tell you your kids need you, so you keep fighting. and we'll do our part in that.
Thank
They
you
need
so
you.
much.
Keep fighting. Stay strong.
Thank you.
Members, any other questions? No?